back to Fatality Fitness with Aaron Farrell. Today we'll be covering boxing basics, uppercuts. The 5 and the 6, okay? How uppercuts work is a strange one because there's almost an infinite amount of variations on the style of the uppercut. You've probably seen the massive Chuck Liddell swings as if it's like some sort of Grecian tragedy that's about to be set up. You saw Ngannou on Overeem. Ngannou's starting off short uppercut, which just drove through the fucking roof, which was crazy. There's any manner of short ones, often from a lot of lighter fighters, and they can throw flurries of uppercuts. Floyd Mayweather's one of them. I can throw those short little uppercuts, bam, in the guard or in the clinch. There's a million different ways, really, and they have varying effects on how and when you throw them. Timing is obviously key to every punch, but uppercuts especially. Jabs, you can kind of gamble with. Hooks, you can launch a few and normally catch them, but it's very easy to miss an uppercut. So for me, imagine throwing an uppercut like launching a bird. Launching a bird into flight. A hawk, for instance. If you like Data with a gunslinger, using a hawk as a weapon is pretty efficient. But imagine setting that bird off and it's going to follow a trajectory from where you've set it off. So for us, as we're throwing uppercuts, we're setting it off below, obviously, the point where we want to hit. Let's think of the chin for now. So if I'm going to throw at my chin height, I'm setting it off here. I've driven in my toes, it's travelled up my leg, I'm going to drive my hips, and you can always add extra power on the uppercut if needed with going onto your actual tiptoes. So if I'm leaning in here in a closed guard, I can use my front toes to push off and really drive that uppercut through, okay? So I'm letting it fly, that's when it's going to follow its trajectory. I'm still driving the trajectory of the uppercut, but whatever you've done at the start is how it's going to follow. You can't really change it. So you might be hitting the guard, you might keep getting a low guard, you try uppercuts to the chin, they keep moving. So this is why setting up is very important, okay? So, for the drills, we're going to start with, first of all, a 2 and a 5, okay? Much like the hooks, we can use the straight punches to set up the motion of the uppercut, which adds, I think it gives a little bit more confidence to feel what it's like to throw an uppercut rather than just standing still and going, which can feel even more than hooks a little alien to punching or basic punching. So for this uppercut, I want you to throw the 2 first, and now this is ready to be flung wherever I'm coming from. As I pull back, weight transference from the back foot into the front leg, I pull and drive through, okay? So 2, 5. The next one would be a 1, 6. 1, 6, okay? Jab, back uppercut. Much like all the punches, we start with the feet, we come into the hips, we're using the core strength in the side body, and then driving through the arms and delivering through the fists, okay? So, first drill, let's try it. So just jump straight in. You understand the mechanics if you watched the last 2 videos. Uppercuts, they can be difficult to land, but when you land, damn, they feel pretty good, and they can be so destructive. Especially if you catch someone, for instance, someone going to dip down, and you've timed that uppercut as they're coming down, it's done, it's a knockout. So, 1 minute, 2, uppercut off the front hand, okay, 5. Let's go. Drive it through and let it follow its own trajectory. Even if it looks too accentuated or a little too much, don't worry, we're learning. Everything is supposed to be a little too accentuated when you're learning. You should be eager, you should be passionate about it, and you should be feeling where it goes. because it's not just about the connection. You know, once you go through that connection, that's when you're really doing damage. Use that tool, pull it back as much as you want to throw a long uppercut or a shorter uppercut. So if I'm throwing a long, I'm coming all the way back, transferring the weight. If I'm throwing short, I'm staying in. I'm staying right there. Okay, nearly done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go straight in to the 1, 6. You're going to be feeling this side of your body, and that's what should be transferring the energy up through your arm, okay? So try and focus on that clenching when you've got that twist. Okay, let's go. 1, 5. Bring that one back. That's when you can transfer the weight. When I'm showing you these, and I'm doing this for a minute, I'm doing them in a variety of different ways, just so whenever you look at the video, you might see something that you're like, okay, you can do it like that too. So some of them are going to be short, some of them longer, some of them like Mortal Kombat finishers, and oftentimes I'm moving about, but I'm trying not to move too much so I stay in focus of the camera and that it doesn't get too complicated. Footwork is later. Five seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Okay, good. So we've got the motion of the uppercuts with the help of the straights. Now let's go 1 minute of just alternating uppercuts. You can still use the motion of one uppercut to the next uppercut, but it is going to take a little bit more body concentration and foot concentration. The uppercut, as I said, once they're gone, let it fly. Focus on what the rest of the body's doing, because that's what's going to make that trajectory powerful. Okay? So alternating uppercuts, 1 minute. Let's go. Take it slow, feel it out, and then, now and then, put a couple together. Uppercuts feel very nice if you can get a nice step with them, whether it's stepping in, stepping back, or standing still and driving them, okay? Let's go this way. Ten seconds. Time. Okay, good. Now, the next one, we're going to vary on the first two drills that we did. So we did 2, 5. Now I want you to go 5, 2. Okay, we're going to look at the opposite motion. So rather than the motion of setting it up, you can look at the motion of going from the uppercut into something entirely different. Okay, so we've got 5, 2, then we've got 6, 1. Okay, 1 minute each. 5, 2, let's go. Uppercut. Sorry, uppercut, straight. Pull the uppercut back So your shoulders can twist through the number 2, which is going to be a big power shot. This uppercut, this front uppercut, could just be a little warning, a little drop the guard for the 2 smash through, okay? But you're still focused on the uppercut. The 2s should be getting much easier now. All the straights. To start off this uppercut, drive the toes into the ground and twist the hip. Ten seconds. Time. Okay, now we're going to go. This might feel the strangest of them all so far. To start with the 6, the back uppercut coming through, whether you dip, whether you just short. But we're going to pull that back to set up a jab. The jab being at the end of the combo is usually to set some distance between yourself. You can throw a combo and get the jab away, okay? This is kind of the same principle, but I just want you to get used to the 6 might be the all out, as I said, the finishing, bam, and you still, sometimes that could miss, and you just want to pop a quick one, just in the chops, warning shot, tell you you're not done, okay? So, let's go, let's feel it out. 6, 1, 6, 1. I want you to really focus on what your shoulders and your motion is naturally doing. You're focused on the punches and the technique within them, and then try and feel out the natural motion your body's following. Ten seconds. Time. Okay, good. So you should start to feel the motion and how those motions connect from one punch to the other. The kinetic or the kinesiology of punching, of boxing, is what makes it so beautiful, I believe. Is how you can piece 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6, and any variation, and with varying speeds and motion is the beauty. So let's try that now. The last 1 minute drill is straights and hooks, okay? So same as the shadow boxing and the hooks, straights and uppercuts. God damn it, my memory's bad. Uppercuts. So 1 minute of just practicing and feeling out what you can of adding uppercuts into straight punches and straight punches into uppercuts, okay? Let's go. Ten seconds, guys. Push it out. Last 10. Big uppercut. Bang. And time. Good, good. So that was the drills for boxing basics uppercuts. Uppercuts can be extremely powerful punches, but with great power comes the need to set it up precisely. Therefore, straights work beautifully with setting up the uppercuts. More often than not, you throw one just randomly on its own, they're going to see it coming from a mile off, unless you're in that short clinch. And you can throw the short ones, but uppercuts don't really work on their own as well as straights, as well as hooks, okay? So we're always going to set them up. So, next video is footwork, which you've already been doing, and you'll see how we can improve on that. Thank you for watching Vitality Fitness, Boxing Basics. I'll see you in the next one.